You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Swingdom of Golf. Welcome, citizens of the Swingdom. I'm Ben. I'm one of your hosts here. I watched a ton of golf this weekend. I'm super psyched about it. I got to ignore everybody in my household. Locked myself in the barn. Put it on the TV while I played golf on the simulator. I should have taken some pictures of that. I should have gone live, but I needed some me time.
You time.
So I just some me you time. So
Just some St. Patrick's Day you time.
I didn't even tell Gunnar about it. I
You
was
didn't
like,
tell me.
I just need just some Ben time. Just a little Ben time. Yeah. So golf comes back to us in 2 weeks. So you guys don't care about my handicap. I'll tell you some golf stories when we get to it. And I'm here with my best golfing buddy, Gunnar Kane.
That's me.
That is you.
That's me.
So when you need you time, that's you. When I need me time, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we're going to be talking about everything under the sun in the Swingdom of Golf.
Inside of it.
Yep, we got news this week. We're going to be talking about stuff that happened this week that is newsworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the name.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly obvious.
Yep.
We're going to go into the players. We're going to go into the Honda Classic. And yeah, I mean, we are coming up on a year of doing this podcast. We've got a few more weeks to go until we've been doing this podcast a whole year.
Yes.
I think we're probably going to do I'm going to try to talk Gunnar into, well, here, Gunnar, you're right here. Would you like to do a special?
Yeah, we should do a special.
Where we talk about like our year in golf?
Yeah.
Not us playing golf because nobody cares, but we're going to do a special on how we feel about the podcast a year later.
Yeah, the same basically, but yeah, we'll talk more about it.
Maybe we'll just make it a segment in a show. But we've got the news this week. I think the biggest news of the week is Tiger is home.
Tiger's home.
Because the biggest news is always Tiger news.
Always.
So
it's not.
Tiger thanks everybody for being so wonderful to him.
Mm-hmm.
I am still massively confused about all of this.
Well, money buys medicine. That's
not
all I know.
that. I'm not confused. I'm not confused about how good his doctors are.
Right.
I think I'm confused about the lack of investigation into what actually happened that morning.
I don't know. Money buys silence also. So
I'm
not saying anything. I'm just saying, well, we may never know because he is that big of a star.
Is it that big of a star? Or he's got that big of a bank account?
I would say,
or is it both?
Because he's that big of a star.
I was talking to somebody about it today, and I was just sort of like, not only that, but like that's golf country.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like you've got so many golf courses down there. Like that's proper big money golf country.
Oh, 100%. And I'm sure the rumor mill is just churning.
But this is the thing, right? So the car has a black box in it,
Mm-hmm.
which they have failed to want to even think about investigating, but they might investigate, but we haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah.
This is the thing that like nobody's I would be more interested if people were talking about this. Like he did have back surgery 2.5 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, and we do know that he has we know for a fact he's driven under the influence of prescription drugs before and been arrested for it.
That's true.
And I've seen the x-ray of his leg. I understand how sort of screwed up it is. So they haven't done a toxicology report. The police don't want one. They haven't checked the black box on the car. The police don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I just at this point, I'd just be interested to be like, how fast were you going to get 100 yards off the road with your car flipping 3 or 4 times?
Right. I
Like,
get it.
yeah. I'm just like I said, I don't want him to go to jail. I don't want him to like get what he deserves. I just am a nosy person and want to know what happened.
100%. I'm with you.
So like I just want it to be like, oh, like okay, now the story makes more sense.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to get in trouble. I just want to understand the story better. You're gonna love this. We've got COVID news.
Oh yeah.
3 players have dropped out of the Honda Classic for COVID-19 related reasons, aka they tested positive, aka they're sick, they're down with the sickness, aka they they are carriers. Do you know who they are?
I do not know because they don't show up on the with WD list until after the tournament starts.
Gary Woodland.
Oh no.
Yep, USGA winner, USGA championship winner at Pebble Beach 2 years ago. Scott Piercy,
Dang.
who is a guy who plays golf.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and then
Scott Piercy, by the way, was one of our men of the people last week. So.
yes, yes, this may be a much needed break. Maybe this is why he wasn't doing so well.
Maybe he had this. Maybe he was down with the sickness there.
And then we're gonna do a moment of silence before for this next gentleman, and then we're gonna do a moment of silence after Gunner's picks. So everybody just
Oh no.
Doc Redman.
Oh no. You're kidding me.
Doc Redman WD from from the Honda Classic.
But he's a doctor.
Doctor, give me the news. He's got a bad case of COVID-19.
Oh, dang it.
So he's going into quarantine under the CDC regulations. This is weird news that I saw, which is like it's Golf Channel news, and I don't mean to sort of be, but Tim Rosafort, who I like Tim Rosafort. I prefer Rosie over I'm gonna go in order of like my 3 favorite. Gary, his name is Gary Woodland, isn't it? No.
Gary McCord?
No, Gary who does like morning drive. Gary, D-Hack, Damon Hack, and Tim Rosafort. Those are my guys at the Golf Channel. Guys, I don't like Brandel Chambly.
Yeah, don't like him.
Justin Leonard.
Oh my God, Justin Leonard and Brandel Chambly. Oh my God, Ben, can we not make everything we talk about like some sort of like philosophical discussion?
When did
what does it matter?
When did Terry Gannon become the play-by-play guy for the PGA Tour?
I don't know.
I think it was this. It must have been this players. It was Terry Gannon and Nick Faldo. And it's the first time in a long time I had to watch golf on mute.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to go to like video game settings and be like announcers off. Background noise on, sound effects on, announcer still off.
Yeah. I look, every time like they'd bring up, oh my Lord, they'd bring up Rory makes an easy misses an easy putt, gets a bogey.
Yeah.
Here we go. Like trying to dissolve the universe.
Why doesn't science work? Just like I don't know.
It
was 4 days of I don't even understand what Bryson's talking about. It drove me nuts. So Bryson's sitting there, and he's 82 yards from the pin, and he's doing what every golfer should do, which is what's my actual yardage.
Yes.
Okay. What's the winds? So there's 5 miles an hour of wind. They're like, okay, it's 72. And then he's like, you're also on a slight uphill lie.
These are all standard things. These aren't even
Nick Faldo's like, he's just like, this is why we call him the scientist. Just like,
no, these are the regular things.
This is what you do when you're a lob wedge out.
Yeah, it's not. This isn't the Bryson DeChambeau stuff.
No.
This
No,
isn't the
no.
plus ones and fives and divided
Yeah.
by 0.2s. This is it uphill? Where's the wind blowing? How far is it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he said.
So that was it. And then I
Ridiculous.
think the coolest news that came out this week is they're doing like a senior team event.
Oh yeah.
So senior team event,
Mhm.
and it is going to be US versus Europe versus the world.
Oh,
So they're going to have
that's cool.
singles and team matches, and
Mhm.
it's 50 and older, so it's senior
Like-
tour.
It's like a three-way Ryder Cup.
Yeah. It's like
I
Ryder
like
and
it.
President's Cup were like, hey baby, what you doing tonight? It's like, I'm playing golf with you.
But it's a menage a golf.
Yeah, but I get like, interesting, like, is there a cup where the Europeans play the world?
No.
That's just the European tour. Okay, like, just making sure. But no, so they're doing this. It's going to be singles and doubles. So it's gonna be like foursomes, four ball, all that sort of stuff, and singles matches, match play. But it's going to be 9 holes instead of 18.
Oh, so it's gonna go by.
It's 3 days. I think they're going to do it so it gets by. I think I'm hoping it's like a course we know. So but like, I want to see more good golfers, more match play, more big time stuff. And I'm excited for this. I'm a big fan of the European tours. They call it the sixes, which is like, it's 1 versus 1 for 6 holes. Then you switch for 6 holes. Then you switch for 6 holes. And, I really like that. So I'm excited for this new format. I would love it if this sort of took over for the Ryder Cup. If there was an actual yeah.
Whatever team Bernard Langer's on, that's the winning team.
Yes. Yes. And then I think there's a bit of news I missed. I just want to make sure
What
that
is it going to
it's
be
true.
like your top 3 players? It's going to be Phil Mickelson. It's going to be Bernard Langer, and it's going to be Vijay Singh. That's it. That's the list. That's the winners. 1, 2, 3, however you want it.
I don't know. So I'm sorry, I didn't say the captains. So the captains are Jim Furyk.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Is he a playing captain?
I hope he's a player. I think they've got to be a playing captain.
It would be stupid not to let him play.
What would be amazing is if you got like number 1 in the world, you got Dustin Johnson, like your highest ranked PGA Tour player.
Oh yeah,
to be your captain.
Yeah.
So if you got if it was like Dustin Johnson, and then you had John Rahm being the captain of the European team,
Yeah.
and then like Sung Jae Im is like captain of the world team.
Yes.
That would be amazing. And then
really cool.
all of the vice captains would basically be like the beach kids of what they'd be the spring break
spring
kid.
breakers.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? You go to the it's you have like a late, you do it like as like a late fall event after the FedEx Cup, and you do it in the Bahamas.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
You just have make it be make it into it like this. And we said this at the beginning of the pod when we started doing the podcast. It's like golf needs an all-star weekend.
All-stars.
Like they need the skills challenges.
Oh my God, it would be so sweet.
I would love I would love to see PGA Tour crazy golf.
Look,
like putt.
PGA Tour crazy golf. Let's do drive, chip, and putt for the top 10 in the world. Drive, chip, and putt. That's
break the glass.
Yeah, the big break. Let's do the big break nonsense.
Yeah,
and then we get a round of
flop it over this board.
Yeah, and then we get a speed golf round. We get 3 holes, running, play as fast as you can. Who plays on that? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
who's got the jets? Who on the PGA Tour is wearing the fastest shoes? That's all I want to know.
It's not Keegan Bradley.
It might be Keegan Bradley.
He's wearing those old school Jordans.
Yeah, but Keegan Bradley gets like 5 yards a step.
Yeah, exactly. Go. Yeah. Yeah. So that's something like I'm excited for it. But I'm waiting for golf to to have this exception to become accepting. ACC, not EXC, exception. Yes. Of like how do we make this like more like how do we make this more interactive and fun for everybody?
Yeah.
And like I think a drive, chip, and putt would be awesome.
Yeah.
Like even just like but that's like the things they don't do longest drive.
Well, they do. It's the world long drive, but yeah.
Yeah, but no, nobody on the PGA Tour is doing it.
Yeah, because they only do it in those like Team TaylorMade does it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the internet.
Or they do
That's
the Remax
boring.
thing. They do like the Remax thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Remax long drive.
And then can we talk about Rory? Like I know this is like for the players, but I'd rather talk about the actual golf that happened and not the golf that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So Rory McIlroy shoots 10 over.
Mm-hmm. 7 over in the first day, I think.
Yeah, and then 3 over the next day, and
Obviously cut.
I like DFL,
DFL cut.
just
almost.
about DFL. And it's like, so why did this happen? And he goes, well, I started chasing distance.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's this all like, oh, the Bryson effect. We've got to dial back the ball because not only are people hitting it longer, but it's ruining our favorite golfers.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I know I picked Rory McIlroy. I
Yeah.
know I picked him,
yeah,
but isn't that what golf needs to shake it up?
yeah,
Shake it up. If Rory wants to drive distance, chase distance, go for it.
yeah.
I really don't care. Chase
Yeah.
distance. My problem with this is Bryson DeChambeau ties for 3rd and then comes out and says, "Oh, I wish I would have warned him."
Yeah.
About how hard it is. And it's like, why? Because if you had gotten cut, you wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, you wouldn't have said anything at all.
No, you would have said, yeah, it's really, the conditions were tough.
And
That's
this is
it.
the thing is like, you can't even be like, oh, like I did so well because I hit it the furthest. Lee Westwood, a 47-year-old man who was like world number 1 before you were 5 years old. Like
took you all to the mat.
like took you to like he took you to the 15th hole.
Yeah.
Like
Ridiculous.
don't give me this like, oh, I shouldn't like, it's like as if you want to make hitting it further your game, that's fine. But golf has always been about playing your game, being comfortable with your game and getting the ball in the hole however you need to in the least amount of shots.
Yes. It's just silly.
Yeah. So
Shake it up. Chase the distance. I don't care. You
Yeah,
don't have
just
to change
yeah.
the ball. You don't have to change the course. Look,
and I just think
this
like
is proof positive that you don't need to change anything because if Rory McIlroy fails at it, then
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah, that is true. And like I said, like my argument isn't dialing back the sport, like isn't dialing it back. My thing is a bit like we're not ever going to see NBA players playing without a 3-point line shooting it into a peach basket.
Right.
Like we're never going to see NFL players playing with leather helmets.
We're never going to go backwards. Stop trying to
No.
act like golf should go backwards.
Yeah. Like PGA has enough money. Everybody in the sport has enough money. Go buy 1,000 acres in Wyoming
Mm-hmm.
and turn it into the first 8,500-yard golf course.
Yeah.
Ask Disney to borrow some of their hundreds and thousands of acres of land that they have and be like, look, we want Disney to be the next major.
Mm-hmm.
We want it to be the Disney Invitational. Like, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but like, I'm just saying, like, this is like part of the Florida swing. There are people down there with enough land where you can say, look, I want to buy your land. We don't care how much it costs. And we're going to put in the first 8,500-yard golf course.
Yeah.
And everything is like, they're going to be 650-yard par 5s.
Yeah.
And there's like,
jump it to 10,000, make it a par 80 and
not adjust the par. I don't want to adjust the par.
You want a par 72 on
I want par
100 yards.
But that's what these guys are doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It would be, I mean, again, you could make the fairways as big as you wanted because again, it's like, it's about hitting, these guys are hitting pitching wedges 180 yards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, so in order to get like, if they're hitting it 230, sorry, if they're hitting it like, let's just say you're driving at 300. Let's say the average is driving at 300.
Yeah.
and your pitching wedge is 180 yards. That's 480 yards right there. And like right now, that's considered like a long par 4.
Yeah, for us.
No, even on tour.
No, I know.
Like how many, like as soon as you get to, I'm saying what you need to do is make the par 5 600 yards and longer. Make the par 4s 450 to 550 or 450 to 600 and make all the par 3s 250 to 300.
Oh yeah, drive them.
Yeah. Just be like, oh, is that your hybrid coming out? Because it's a 240 yard par, like 250 yard par 3.
Yeah. Well, welcome to how we have to play golf.
Yeah, like when I drive at 250 yards, and so like I'm a 9, 8, or 7 iron in.
Yeah.
Like very rarely am I driver pitching wedge.
Right.
Like that's me playing a short course where it's like a 325 yard par 4, and I'm just like, I got this.
That's right.
You know.
That was my last eagle. It was a pitching wedge in.
Yeah.
It's not very long hole,
Like-
but I hit I put it in with a pitching wedge.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Like, and I play from the men's tees. I don't play from the backs, and I don't play from the pros. Like I play from the men's.
Mm-hmm.
And like I would say, like I feel most comfortable sort of somewhere between like 5,700 and like 6,500.
Mm-hmm.
But probably I'm sorry. Let me shrink that down. I'm most comfortable like between 55 and 6,000 yards.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, okay, like I'm going to shoot somewhere between 80 and 85. I'm going to concentrate. This makes sense to me. Like I don't have to take driver out on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I can play safe, risk, reward, all that stuff. Like, no, I think they should go out to Vegas and put in an 8,000 to 8,500 yard course.
I'm down with it.
That doesn't mean you couldn't shrink it for anybody else.
Right. You can have regular people tees.
Yeah. But the thing is like these TPC courses we can't get onto anyway.
Right.
It's $800 to get onto TPC Sawgrass.
So you're saying there's a chance.
We're going to start a Patreon. All right. That's it for the news. Sorry for a bit of the rant, but like I said,
let's have a good time.
Yeah, let's have a good time. Let's get talking about the players. We doing a read? We just quick read?
Yeah, quick read.
Quick read.
Yeah,
It's
real
time
quick.
for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
Are you driving?
Beltone.
Are you driving around? Are you driving around in your Honda with the radio on too loud and it's bothering your family? Well, maybe you should
Probably.
get your hearing tested.
Beltone.
You like that Honda because it's the Honda Classic this week?
Yeah. I like it.
That's a free plug for Beltone and Honda. Get your Beltone hearing aids from Beltone Hearing Aids of the Jersey Shore. Check them out at beltonejerseyshore.com or 732-888-9000 or 732-493-0900. Call Coach Joe. Call Coach Joe.
Yeah.
Use the password golf.
Mm-hmm.
It's a secret password. Golf.
Mm-hmm.
Golf. Yeah. So when you go up to the front door, you open it and you're just like golf, and they're like, "Oh, come in for a free hearing test. We've been waiting for you." Yes, you, especially you. Get a free hearing test. You'll go home with a pack of free watch batteries or hearing aid batteries or Tamagotchi batteries.
Oh, I didn't send you Tamagotchi.
You
Dang
didn't
it.
send me a Tamagotchi.
I'm sorry, dude.
And yeah, so check out Beltone of the Jersey Shore if you're having a hard time hearing us.
Yeah.
If you're just ignoring us, then don't. But if you're just having a hard time listening to us, then do it.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
You were making a funny face, so I thought I'd just end the read because it looked like you were concentrating.
I was trying to figure out how to spell Tamagotchi. Really?
The thing is you're gonna get me one, and it's gonna be a big joke, and then like 3 years later, be like, my Tamagotchi's still alive.
Still living.
It's still
SOP.
alive. Yeah. I'll be like, Tommy the Tamagotchi's still going strong. You'll be like, I hate that I did this. The batteries will die like on a podcast 3 years from now. I'll be like, no, why didn't I go to the hearing aid place and get batteries? All right.
Oh, I found you one. I'm gonna get me one and you one.
Yep. Okay. We've got to talk about the players. We ranted a bit about Rory. I wanted to rant about him just because he did FA this week. He did nothing. He did absolutely nada. When he got home, I'm sure his wife asked him if he had changed the bed sheets. And when he said why, she was like, because you done pooped the bed.
Oh,
Does that mean?
yeah.
Okay. To be fair, he's probably just like, no, I got somebody else to do it for me. I got that Nike money.
I found you a Tamagotchi. I'm buying.
Is that why you're so distracted?
Yeah.
So
I'm
we
really
had the
sorry.
players this week. The fifth major. It was intense.
How many people shop on Amazon while they're hosting a podcast?
Every now and then I go on eBay. What was it?
Amazon Prime the hell out of a Tamagotchi to you.
I'm gonna call it Gunner.
I found it. It's in my cart.
I'm gonna call it Gunner.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful device.
I'll give you my address when we're done recording, and you just send it to my address. I'm gonna call it Gunner, and anytime anybody's like, "What are you doing with that?" I'm like, "I've got to keep Gunner alive."
Gunner needs to be fed. Leave him alone.
I'm like, I talk to Gunner once a week, but I gotta keep Gunner alive.
This is his life force
This is like,
in this egg.
yeah.
Hearing aid batteries. Promo code golf.
Promo code golf. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that.
Players Championship.
Players Championship, the fifth major, TPC Sawgrass, Poncho Virgin Beach, California, Florida. It was interesting.
It was.
A lot less people made the cut than I thought would.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I was gonna say, do you have a list of people who didn't make the cut?
I have important people who didn't make the cut to us.
Yeah. Okay. We won't go through
Rory.
that yet. Yeah. Rory did not make the
Bleh.
cut. I think the coolest thing about Thursday you can just tell nobody was ready for it.
Not
Because
even a chance.
normally the weekend average of golf balls going into the water on 17 is 42.
Yeah,
How many golf balls went into the water on Thursday?
1.5 billion. All of them-
35.
All of them went in.
Just about 35, yeah. Ben Yanon?
Yep.
Yanon?
Yeah.
He had an 11.
An 11 after Kevin Na had an 8.
He had a 9.
A 9.
Yeah, he had
No,
a
it was an
9,
8.
yeah. Was it an 8?
It was an 8, and then Ben On was like, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. I think Kisner almost put it on like the camera island. He shanked it so bad.
It was tough out there.
It was fun watching. Thursday was fun just because you were like, there was a real chance nobody's gonna make it on the green.
I have a full list of cuts.
This is what so Sergio Garcia goes low on day one.
Oh my god, I was furious.
Me too. But then, so this is just going to be like the Sergio saga for a second. Like, let's just get through this. He goes low on Thursday, goes 7 under, 65, leading the tournament by himself. Doesn't normally happen. Normally, there's like there's usually like 3 or 4 guys down there.
Oh, I thought you meant it normally doesn't happen that he's playing well at the tournament.
The rest of the weekend, he goes. I think he goes 1 over. I think he finishes at -6. So it's just like he's like, so how does it feel? It's like, oh, it feels really good to be leading at the players, and then it's just like, wah, wah,
Yeah, he was leading by 3, wasn't he?
Yeah, like he
He
was
was
killing it at one point.
He was leading by 3.
He missed a 3-foot putt on Friday.
I can't even find him.
He
on
missed
here.
he missed 3 putts like under 6 feet.
I don't.
I mean, men of the people stuff. That's proper men of the people stuff for Sergio Garcia.
I'm not giving that to Sergio.
And then it was the resurgence of Lee Westwood again,
Yes.
which is really cool. So like Saturday and Sunday, it's Lee Westwood, Brian Harmon's in the mix.
Yeah.
Chris Kirk.
Chris Kirk.
I'm trying to remember if he has a different first name, but Chris Kirk, he's in the mix. It was fun. It was like proper battle golf.
Oh, it was great golf.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not
Oh,
good.
John Rahm was in the mix.
He was. We were
not good for us. It was not good for us at all.
That was good for me, but
yeah.
John Rahm. But no, I mean, look, we have Kevin Na, Ben on, Henrik Stenson was rough.
I would say Kevin Na withdrew.
Rory, CT Pan, Richie Wierenski.
Oh, my big breaker.
Sned, Xander, Ian Poulter, Cameron Champ, Molinari. Oh my goodness, these are all cuts. Tony Finau, Mackenzie Hughes, everybody. Just my man Doc, not as bad as everybody else though. Victor
no,
gone. Tommy,
but it was like by the time you got to Saturday, you were like, oh cool, like there's a real first time winner here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This will be a cool opportunity for like somebody off the Corn Ferry Tour. Sorry, the Corn Ferry Tour. Like getting 3 years exemption, doing it right, making $2.5 million.
But not really.
No.
Not really.
So Saturday, the biggest news is Lee Westwood, and I guess like the big news surrounding Lee Westwood was he's got his fiance Helen Stoker.
I can't remember.
Helen, she's on the bag.
Her last name mixed up with Ricky Fowler's wife.
That's why I do as well. Sorry, I'm just gonna Helen Story.
There you go.
And
that's his good luck charm.
Yeah, it's like she's a nutritionist. She's not a sports psychologist, but she's like a life coach and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, she just keeps me really grounded. Bryson was saying like it's really interesting watching them, like him play golf with her on the bag.
Yeah.
The thing I did not like about this, the amount of she does a great job with his bag. She does a great job looking after his balls. She's handing him the stick. And I'm just like, do you know what Nick Faldo, do you hear yourself right now?
I think which this probably raises a good point, because I'm surprised we actually didn't get a lot of references to Patrick Reed's wife, when she was on the bag. And I think it's still like a joke to see women on
which I don't like. Lee Westwood
because
now
there's a ton of men carrying the bags on the,
but you would never like it's always like Bones is carrying the Bones is reading the green, Bones is putting the work in.
Yeah.
And it was just like how do I say
weird
this?
Because Nick Faldo won majors with a woman on the bag.
6. Yeah. No, and like I said, I don't think it was on purpose.
Right.
It's just like my mind.
You're hearing it.
And you heard it too. I'm sure you heard it a few times as well.
Instead it wasn't like credit for what they're offering to the team.
No. They got plenty of credit. She got so much credit. She got all the credit in the world. But it was it's those jokes we make on the golf course, which is like, oh, you better wash your balls before you get to the next tee.
Right.
And they're not, I'm not saying they're so inappropriate.
Right.
But I think it's a double standard, and I don't want it to be, and it's in my mind, and I don't know if it's feministic or anti-feministic to be like, you can't say that about it. Like, I'm very excited that she's a caddy. Like, I think the story's awesome.
It's sad she won't be at Augusta.
What?
It's sad she won't be carrying the bag at Augusta. his son, who's caddying for him this week,
Yeah.
is caddying for him at Augusta.
I think she caddied at Augusta last year.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's get back to the actual. So Bryson and Lee Westwood are fighting for it on Saturday. They're both in the final group on Sunday, and then they just have a hard time on Sunday.
Both of them, yeah.
Both of them do.
And on Saturday, Justin Thomas shoots 9 under.
Yeah.
8, 9 under.
Showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
It
And then you
was
had
weird.
but you had Bryson and Lee Westwood on the fourth, both I think hit it into the water. And
Yes.
and both of them double bogey there, which just sort of like took the wind out of their sails.
Mhm.
And from there it was really anybody's championship to win.
Mhm.
Like you said, like Justin Thomas caught fire on the back nine. I think he birdied 4 holes. I think he birdied like 10, 11, and 13.
Mhm.
And then it was just like him versus Westwood.
Yep.
Bryson had fallen off. He was trying to catch up after that double bogey. And yeah, Justin Thomas ends up winning by 2.
Yep.
Lee Westwood alone in second place.
Yep. Could have
You don't-
forced a playoff.
You don't sound so excited.
No.
You did
Really
really
don't.
want a playoff. You really wanted a playoff.
I wanted a playoff, but I also really wanted like Bryson or Lee Westwood to win.
Yeah. So this is what I have to say about it.
Yeah.
Justin Thomas has known publicly for getting himself something really nice after a win.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last time he won, he bought himself a decked out Range Rover Sport, like Overlander, like prop, like not the 85,000 version, like the
a proper Range Rover.
no, like the limited edition, like $250,000 version,
Like what we used to think Range Rovers were like until they were popular.
yes,
Like they were high class.
until I got one.
Until you got one, I was like, oh,
You're like, no, this isn't. Can we
Never
take your
mind.
Toyota? I'm tired of this Range Rover.
yeah,
It's
never
miserable.
mind. This is Range Rover.
And and so I think this time, I think he should splurge. I think he should do that by giving like 6 figures to LGBTQ charity
Yeah,
in the name of himself and Ralph Lauren,
yeah,
and get the Polo Man back on his shirt.
I know because these shirts are ugly.
They look exactly the same. They just don't have the Polo
That's
Man.
what I'm
on.
saying.
I think Citibank is buying the shirts. I think that's why.
That's
They're
right.
Citibank's
like,
colors.
Citibank's like, ooh, we like this one.
Yeah, we stuck it out with you, Justin. You better wear this shirt.
Make him look like a fool.
And I doubt that he will. I mean, it'd be really. He may have done it. I haven't looked. I haven't looked into any of it. I haven't followed him on. I haven't looked it up on Twitter or Instagram or anything. But if I was in his camp,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, look, give 5 figures, 6 figures, give $50,000 to $200,000
Yeah.
to an LGBTQ community, like suicide prevention, like homelessness, like something that really supports problems in the LGBTQ community, and do it publicly with the CEO of Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
And be like, look, like I did something dumb. You called me out. I'm a better person now. Thank you. Team Ralph Lauren.
It does make you wonder though, is it okay to just throw money at it? Like, is he changed?
It's not
because
$10, Gunner.
because he throws money at. Yeah, but he has money. Like that's $10. You know what I mean? 50 grand is $10. He's fine.
That's not, yeah, but it's not to those organizations. Like 50
Right.
grand is a lot to that organization.
Yeah, but he's throwing money at the problem. Like I get the. My concern is if he gives money to this charity and Ralph Lauren takes him back, they're like, yeah, that's we really don't care if you actually changed. We care that you made a buffoon of yourself and literally paid the price for it. And now we're okay with you.
So this is the thing that I have a hard time understanding with our cancel culture,
Uh-huh.
right? which is like, we want you to go back in time and change.
Right.
We want you to change so much that you've built a time machine, gone back in time, and slapped yourself in the face on the 17th hole at whatever.
Yeah, I'm not saying that though. What's done is done. What I'm saying is, like, go and sit with these organizations.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
money, but go sit with them and hear why it's a problem.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying not only that. I'm saying bring the CEO of Ralph Lauren. Like, I'm saying, like, bring the money, bring Citibank CEO, bring Ralph Lauren CEO, sit down with these people, talk about their needs and wants. Like, to me, that's a huge change to go, oh, I'm not going to buy myself a toy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to buy myself a toy. I'm going to.
It just sounded like, hey, cut him a check and be done with it. You'll be in good graces again.
Yeah, and that's like, and I understand that. And to be fair, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world either. Like, I understand what you're saying about it's like the genuineness of, but like, I don't expect these guys to be
really
genuine. That's the thing is like the genuine moment in Justin Thomas's life right now is when he called himself a homosexual slur.
Yeah.
Like, that's the genuine moment. So like at this point, it really is just like anything after that is just like, you've got to make up for that. Like, you've got to make up for your genuine self. And if you change along the way, that's what's important. But don't go get yourself like a Ferrari. Go change some lives of people that you've offended.
And I would assume he comes from a community that could really use that.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. So that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. So so Justin Thomas wins for the first time this year.
Yep.
TPC Sawgrass. He's now the People's Players Champion.
The People's Players Champion. Let's get that cool gold statue man now.
I still don't get the statue.
With Rory.
It's an amalgamation of what? It's like 9 different golfers built into one?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go over the picks real quick?
Let's go over the picks.
All right. Ben, you had Dustin Johnson, Xander Schauffele, and Tony Finau. DJ T48, nothing. Xander and Tony got cut. You had long shot Spieth T5.
How many points do I owe you?
This is.
Can I just give back 1,000 points to not have to even think about this week again?
I'll just put it this way: I'm winning again.
Good.
Overall, I have had 2 really good weeks in a row, and I'm winning again. I'll just leave it at this: you scored a total of 145 points.
That's 100. That's 146 points more than I deserved.
That's right. I had John Rahm, Rory McIlroy, Bryson DeChambeau. Rory got cut, but Rahm T9, Bryson T3. I get 1,000 points between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I had Denny McCarthy tying for third, play in the top 30th. He was second.
He was second
for 2 days.
Yeah,
he was second. Fell off the bus. T55 in the end. I said it was going to a playoff. That didn't happen. And we both had a bonus. I picked Bryson over Spieth. You picked Spieth over Bryson. I won that bet. So I had a total of 1,358 points. I am winning by 160.
I am speechless.
Boom.
I need like one guy inside the top whatever. Oh, it's miserable. All right, we've got the Honda Classic this week. They're playing at TPC National.
We do. They sure are.
You want to tell us about TPC National?
Yeah, it's PGA National, and it's the Champion Course in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, and it is nice.
It is nice. Par is 70. I know. Yeah, par is 70. It's around 7,100 yards. Palm Beach Gardens. Oh, Sung Jae Im. Sung Jae Im is your defending champion from 2 years ago. So he is now the defending champion.
That's right.
He's the defending champion 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. That's right.
The other thing I loved about the players this week, and I'm just gonna all the commercials for me like this is Rory. Rory's such a great golfer. And I was just like, he's so good at golf. He's so good at other things. He's helped us. And he said, thank you to our volunteers. And I was just like, Rory is dead to the world right now, mate. Like Rory drove home 2 days ago.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
Rory's gone.
Yeah.
He left.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
So sorry about that.
Yep.
I just was laughing every time I saw it.
Not a whole bunch of big names here, but we do have some professional golfers playing.
This is that middle.
Nice.
This is that middle tier. This is that trying to make it to Eastlake.
This is the run at some points.
Yeah, this is running at some points.
Yeah.
Somebody I know has the first pick, and it's not me.
Is that me?
It's you. Just pick Doc Redman and get it over with.
Doc Redman. No, Sungjae M.
Oh,
I'm going.
That's
Sungjae.
my main guy.
I know. I like Sungjae M. He is on a rise in his career right now.
Yeah.
And I just want to latch on and go for a ride with him.
That's
just
fine.
for a second. You usually get him.
That's fine.
Usually take Sungjae M. I just want to have just like 5 minutes with him.
I'm going as chalky as possible.
Yep.
I'm going Dan the Burger Van Man Burger.
I knew it. I knew you would.
Yeah.
And I always talk trash about Daniel Berger, and I'm always wrong, so I'm not going to this time.
The thing is, the only time he's been bad in the last 3 years is due to injury.
I know. So
Like,
I don't know what it is.
It's like, sorry, it's like, oh, he didn't win. It's like, well, he had like a broken wrist or some weird nonsense. Like he couldn't swing a golf club for 6 weeks.
That's right. All right, I'm going Joaquin Niemann.
I like that. You're going horses for courses. I'm going to do the same thing. This isn't a long course. Par 70, 7,100 yards. This is going to be all iron play. Joaquin Niemann is a great pick for that.
Yeah.
I'm going with somebody who's done really well here over the last few years. And that is Russell Henley.
Russell Henley. Oh,
yeah.
My God.
He is not on your list.
He is on my list.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's the last on my list.
Good.
Did I spell Joaquin correctly? I did not even sort of.
Yeah.
No, I do have Russell Henley. I like his chances, but I probably would have stuck him in like top 20 land instead of, I don't think you get any more than 250 bonus points, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I only say that because you picked him and he was on my list. All right, so this is tough for me. I think he can do it again. I think Lee Westwood has what it takes to come out and show everybody, what he can do.
He was my next pick.
Uh-huh.
I think he's going to be tired.
You think so?
I think he's going to be tired. I think he's going to make the cut. I think he's doing really well, but I think we saw how tired he was on Sunday.
I don't think so, though. I think the course, that's where I'll differ with you here, is I think the course got him and not his
You think you're saying the course got him early on and it sort of it took the wind out?
I don't think this was because he was still second after all that.
I know, but he was up by 3 with 9 holes to go.
Sure, but like you said, the course came after Bryson.
Sorry, he was up by 3 with 17 holes to go.
That's right. The course came after him and Bryson very fast.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing is right. But I think the thing that made me think of him being tired on Sunday wasn't that the course got him. I just think it was a roller coaster round.
I got you.
It wasn't slow and steady. It wasn't okay, let's. It was I've got to grind this out because it's birdie, bogey, bogey, birdie, birdie, birdie. You know what I mean? Double bogey, whatever.
Right.
I don't think many people could have done T2 with a bogey on 2 and a double bogey on 4.
Right.
Sorry, not 2 alone. So yeah. So I am. So you're going Lee Westwood.
Yep, for my third pick.
Okay. I am going. I'm going Adam Scott.
That's who I was stuck between. I was stuck between Westwood and Scott.
Yeah.
So I'm totally. I feel like Adam Scott still has this weird hurdle he keeps having to get over once he makes it to the weekend, but he gets so close. He gets so close to putting it all together.
And I feel like PGA National is like, I think it reminds me a lot of where did we go? We went to PGA Avenel.
TPC Avenel, yeah.
TPC Avenel. And it like reminds me a bit of that. Like it's not, there's nothing super special about this course. It's a bit short. It's only a $7 million purse, so it's not a $10 million purse, which is why you're seeing sort of points grabbers and hangers on instead of like the big guys who know that they're going to have like, they've already got 2 years exemptions for wins in the last year. So yeah, like and I think you're right. I think he sort of got this hurdle to get through, but I think that PGA National is a player friendly course.
Oh yeah.
Is that like a good way of putting it? Like,
yeah.
Adam Scott's been gnarly on the putter.
I mean, really, PGA National's there to showcase skills.
Yeah.
It really is.
So those are our picks.
Yep. My long shot.
Yeah.
Vijay Singh makes the cut. That's my long shot.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same. I saw as I was going through the thing, I saw KJ Choi.
Yeah.
He makes the cut.
All right.
Isn't KJ Choi like he's not a young fellow?
No, I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna give you exactly how old he is.
He was in that movie with Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. What?
He born in 1970. It doesn't.
So he's 50. He's 51.
8 career wins. Yeah, I'm not doing the math.
Well, I just did the math.
Wins, 68 top 10 finishes. And for somebody that old, he's made $32 million in his career. So,
yeah.
Doing all right. I like that. All right. So my prop bet is Phil Mickelson is the top.
7 Days in Utopia.
7 Days in Utopia. Yeah.
Real weird movie.
Phil
You've got to
Mickelson
paint this golf ball around the tree. Just paint the golf ball around the tree. Okay.
Everybody go watch it.
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson is your top ASU player in the field.
What is with this? What is with this?
I like this prop. I like these college props. That's what I like.
I don't even know what to do. Like, you just broke my brain.
To be fair, I wrote top ASU alumni. So, because he doesn't play for Arizona State. So
I don't have a prop.
You should.
I have a prop, but I'm debating whether or not I should come up with a new prop.
What's your prop?
Because, my prop was going to be Ricky beats Phil.
Okay.
Ricky beats Phil.
All right. I'm going to type it in.
That is both a long shot and a prop.
It is.
But I just didn't know if it was like one of those things that we wanted to maybe like figure it out or do whatever. If we wanted to do that like you versus me and I can come with another prop.
You want to do that as the bonus?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with John. My prop is...
All right, I'll take Phil. Phil beats Ricky. And you'll take Ricky beats Phil. I like it.
This is going to sound strange. Jonathan Vegas.
Yeah.
Top South American.
All right.
This is a guy who's been on tour since 2008.
He really has. I like it.
Like,
I'm going to keep it.
The reason I'm like, he's on my mind is he was on during the Players a lot. And I just I don't see him as like that top tier guy. Does he have a major?
No.
So he's got 3 career wins. So yeah, he's got 3 career wins. Where are his career wins? Do you tell me?
Can I tell you?
No, I'm trying to see if they. I don't even know how this works.
I can tell you. Jonathan Vegas.
Oh, okay. Bob Hope Classic, RBC Canadian Open in 2016 and
He
17.
has 3 wins.
Yeah.
1 top 10 this year, though.
Mm-hmm.
And 22 top 10s in his career.
And I think he's trending. So I'm going to go with him to be the top South American.
All right.
I'm not saying top player from the Western Hemisphere. I'm not doing it.
How about top Venezuelan?
From the University of Venezuela.
That's fair. He's from University of Texas, but okay.
And no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I try to make him who else is from ASU?
People, so many people.
Who?
I want to say there's 6. To be honest, I want to say there's 6 from ASU in the field. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Phil Mickelson, John Rahm, Paul Casey, Shez Reavie,
No.
Matt Jones, Pat Perez.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I've got.
No, it's not it. You have no idea.
Who else?
I'm trying. I gotta get there, Ben. You're pushing me right now.
Is Paul Casey in this?
You're free. Come on. What?
Is Paul Casey playing this week? Good night. Fine. Good night. Good night to you as well. This is the best part of our podcast where we use the internet.
We are totally using the internet.
We're so good at the interwebs. Yeah, I
All
only
right,
know.
you
So I've
ready?
got yes.
Matt Jones,
Okay.
Shez Reavie,
Yes.
Phil Mickelson, Pat Perez, Grayson Murray.
These guys are all playing this week.
Yeah, they're in the field.
Okay. Then I'll let you have
6
it.
Oklahoma State players.
I'll let you have
will
it.
Let me have it because I already wrote it.
There's only 4
Already
guys
wrote it
playing
down.
from South
You have to
America.
Let me have it. Perfect. All right. That's it. Let me wrap it up. Sung J.M., Joaquin Neiman, Lee Westwood. I've got VJ Singh making the cut. And Phil, your top Arizona State University alumni. My bonus is Phil beats Ricky. You've got Daniel Berger, Russell Henley, Adam Scott. You've got KJ Choi making the cut. You got Jonathan Vegas as the top South American in the end. And you say Ricky beats Phil. So we'll have to see. So I like that. That's our Honda Classic picks.
Yes, it is.
Race for the Swingdom Cup.
Race for the Swingdom Cup. Yeah, let's do it.
I love it.
All right. Well, that's it
That's
from
it.
the Swingdom this week. Thank you for checking out our picks. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram.
Yep.
Watch some
Yep.
golf this week.
All them things.
If you feel like it, shout out to us on any format, and we will shout out in return.
Yep. Happy March Madness to all our collegiate basketball fans.
Happy daylight
Starts tomorrow.
savings time to me. Did Phil's mom
Yep.
pick?
Happy
Did she make
daylight
picks?
savings time to you. Yes, she did. She has Creighton winning the whole thing. It's Creighton, really. Creighton winning.
All right, and that's it.
Creighton. It's Creighton. It's Creighton versus VCU. So
All right,
It's gonna
so,
be amazing.
So good luck with that. Swing them out.
Swing them out.
You've been listening to The Swingdom. Remember, we're just 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given.
What is it? It's Creighton and it's like Xavier. What's the other crazy one that she says?
Oh, it's she says Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor. That's it. Oh, Phil's mom.